Hey, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, thanks so much for checking me out. Today, I wanted to go over a quick concept and start introducing the blues note into your pentatonic playing. So without too much further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so the example is going to be out of A flat today, which is right here at our 4th fret low E string, and it's going to sound a little something like this. All right, so we got a little loop going. Okay, so a little bit of pentatonic there, and then I just started adding the blues note. So if you're uninitiated or new to this, that's perfectly okay, and I thank you for picking me to teach you this. So what it is, a shell of a scale, we have our pentatonic, which looks like this, if you've never seen it before. So really boxy pattern, stays in one position, in this case 4th fret, 4, 7, 4, 6, 4, 6, 4, 6, 4, 7, 4, 7. Okay, so I'm just blasting past that. This isn't a lesson about the pentatonic. If you want to see lessons for that, I have all the positions right here, all 5. But today we're just focusing on the blues note. So pentatonic out of the way now. So we have the ingredients of our pentatonic: root, minor 3rd, 4th, 5th, minor 7. Okay, so if you don't know this theory stuff, don't worry too much about it. I'm going to show you exactly where to go. So 4th fret, 7th fret, 4th fret, 5th fret. So this is our blues note right here. It's known as the flat 5 or the sharp 4. So if you don't understand what that means, also more theory mumbo jumbo. But like I said, ingredients of the pentatonic: root, 3rd, 4. Okay, so right in front of your 4 is a sharp 4, or if we're continuing the pentatonic, root, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Right behind your 5th is this blues note. So what is this? Why are we adding notes? What's the point of any of this? Okay, so with our pentatonic, these are just chord tones. These are all inside notes. They're going to work over the chord perfectly every time. But this blues note is a kind of in-between, kind of looked at as like the evil, forbidden note, if you want to get into classical world. Adam Neely made a great video about this, going over how maybe it wasn't so evil and this, that, and the other. Highly recommend checking that video out. But anyway, so we're kind of adding this passing tone here. So in our A flat here, it's going to be a D note. A flat, B, C sharp, D sharp. That's your pentatonic. You put that D note in between. So it's the pentatonic just with one note. Here we go. Continue on the pentatonic. Add the octave. Continue on your pentatonic. So hopefully you can hear how that's kind of a tense note. It's not exactly a note you want to land on if you were jamming. So let's hear that with our loop. Here we go. So all of our safe pentatonic notes. Okay, so now we'll add the blues note in. But if I lay on it, if I sit on it, it doesn't really work. Okay, so hopefully you can hear that. If you land on the note and use it as like a chord tone, like I said, it's not a chord tone. So it's going to stick out like a sore thumb. But once again, this is just a note we flirt with. So you don't go on vacation there, okay? We just take a layover. A very short one at that. So inside of our pentatonic shape here, we have this little walk up right there. So fourth, sharp 4, blues note, 5, flat 7, root, 3rd, 4th, and there's the blues note again. So I think the one on the G string might be maybe the more popular one. It's up to you, really. There's no consensus about any of this. So if we're starting here on our D string, I'm on the 6th fret D string. I'm going 4th fret G string, 6th fret G string, and I'm coming up to the 7th fret G string to flirt with our blues note. So if there was one lick I'd want you to take away from this to implement into your own playing, it would probably be this one, just to get it all started. Start here on the root on your D string, come up to your 4, slide up to the 7th fret, or to your blues note, get in, get out, and then resolve back where you started. And you can articulate this however you see fit. You don't have to slide into it. You could just, whatever you decide. But the main takeaway here is don't land on the note as if it's your chord tone, somewhere you're going to stay. You're just going to get in, get out. You need to get back to this note or some chord tone to resolve the lick. Okay, so that's just a basic overview right here in first position, kind of minor pentatonic. Okay, so this brings me to my next idea here, showing you the lick in different octaves. And you could do this with any lick. I'll make a whole video about this unto itself, but just a quick rundown of this. So we have a lick that I showed you off the D string. So if you can find the octave of your starting note, in this case, we're going to go 2 strings down, 3 frets over. I have another video about octaves, because it's really good to learn all your licks across octaves so you have a mastery of the whole fretboard and it's not just like compartmentalized chunks. Okay, so we find our root and we can do the same kind of motion. So very important to move your licks across your octaves. And so I'd call that step 1. So I would say the next step is tying those licks together. So something maybe like this. Okay, so that's the high octave right here at the 9th fret B string, root, 3rd, 4th, blues note, back to the 4th, 3rd, root. Oh, and what's this guy? So of course we have a low octave version of this. So we're starting on our root, A flat, same exact motion. We're going down a string to our 3rd, up 2 frets to our 4th, flirt with our blues note, back to our 4th, 3rd, root. Okay, so that's across 3 octaves there. And as I stated in the other one, we want to tie it all together so we can now have 3 sections, if you want to think of it as in this section here, maybe this section here, and then this bottom portion. So it would look like this. So tying it all together is a good way to just map the entire fretboard, but really all you focused on is 3 or 4 notes there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm gonna give you a bonus one because I love you and I care about you here. So A flat, we're just looking for any A flat note. So I'm gonna come up here to my 11th fret on the A string and do the same lick. Same thing, root, 3rd, 4th, blues note, 4th, 3rd, 3rd, root. Okay, so I hope you can see this lick here and see how it's all over the fretboard, just like any lick. And I highly encourage you to experiment with this, find different A flat notes. I didn't show them all to you today. This lick exists in many other places. I encourage you to move it across other keys, try it over different chords, and see how it works for you. Make it your own. So just a quick one today. I greatly appreciate you checking us out, and we'll just throw it to the intro guy. Thank you so much for checking out the video today. If you did find it interesting, educational, or entertaining at any point, I do encourage you to hit like down below. And if you want to follow along on this journey, I do encourage you also to hit subscribe. That's the best way for YouTube to know that this content is interesting to you all, and we'll push it out to other people. So I greatly appreciate all of you already. If you want to become part of the family, we're taking applications. So thank you again for checking this out, and we'll see you next time.